Putting it into gear for part two of today's Local 6 Legal Line, visiting with the Honorable Teris Swanson of the Bryant Law Center, Paducah, Mayfield, and Louisville. And this doesn't really have to do with motorcycle safety. That was going to be the topic. But we do have another question that's, I believe, deserves an answer. And if someone says, I'm going through a divorce, believe that my ex has taken my third payment of my stimulus money, what can I do about that?
I would say it depends on how you think that. If you have, solid evidence through the government has said they sent it to this address or this bank account number, then you can definitely file something through your divorce case in front of the judge and let them know that that has happened. And they may be able to remedy that for you, but it's going to depend on why you think that. But the answer is yes, you can do something about it. You just got to file it in front of the judge and get in front of that judge and let them handle it for you.
Jason says, I was in a motorcycle accident, had some minor injuries, and the other driver's insurance company says they don't have to pay for my injuries because the cost of my injuries was less than $10,000. Is that true?
I imagine what they're talking about is PIP. So in Kentucky, you are deemed self-insured for the first $10,000 of any medical expenses or lost wages. And so in Kentucky, with your motor vehicle, you're required to have PIP, which is personal injury protection. That would cover that for you. On motorcycles, however, that's not required. So if you don't ask for it, or if your insurance agent never brought it up to you, you may not have that on your policy. So you would be deemed self-insured for that first $10,000. That's why it's very important to get that PIP coverage on your motorcycle, because it's not required by law, so it's not automatic. So we recommend that you get at least $10,000 of that, and if you can afford it, get even more. Get as much underinsured coverage as you can get, or uninsured coverage, because when you get in an accident with a motorcycle, less than $10,000 of medicals is pretty rare. So I'm glad that you didn't have any more serious injuries than that, but that is true that you're self-insured for the first $10,000.
Have about 90 seconds left in today's part two, and we have a question from Lindsay who says, my son wants to get a motorcycle license. He's only 17. Is he old enough to get one?
Well, whether he's old enough to get one is on you as the parent, but legally, yeah, he can get a motorcycle license. Same as with a car, though. You as the parent, whoever owns the vehicle, or whoever signs with permission for him to get that license or permit, you're still going to be legally responsible for him, just like with a vehicle. So I would encourage you to make sure that he's ready for that. And remind him that if you're under 18 in Kentucky, you do legally have to wear a helmet. Or under 21, sorry. If you're under 21, you have to legally wear a helmet. If you're 21 or older, you still have to wear a helmet if you've only been driving for a year or less. So a lot of people don't know that, and they get their permit and they think that, oh, Kentucky passed that law where I don't have to wear my helmet anymore, but it's not necessarily true. If you're under 21, you do, and if you've only been driving for under a year, then you still have to wear a helmet as well. But wear a helmet regardless, because number one, that protects your head. Number two, it protects your liability if you're in an accident.
Good advice indeed from the Honorable Teris Swanson of the Bryant Law Center, Paducah, Mayfield, and Louisville. We thank both Teris and Mark Bryant for their expertise in these legal lines today. If you would like to review either one of these segments, give us just a little bit of time. We'll pop them up on our website. Just look under Legal Line, then look for the Bryant Law Center icon at WPSDLocal6.com.